What kind of men do women adore, and is it true that women only adore this type of man? I'm going to tell you what that type of man is, but first I'm going to tell you a story. And this comes from a client of mine who was massively investing in a woman. And when we talk about massively over-investing in a woman, he wasn't buying her gifts, which is a form of investment. That's a form of financial investment. He wasn't buying her gifts. He wasn't giving her massages. He wasn't spending a lot of time with her. But what he was doing is he was thinking about her. And that is a form of emotional investment. He was massively over-investing in this girl emotionally. And keep in mind, this guy hadn't slept with this woman yet. They'd been on a few dates. He thought she was incredible. So he's thinking, this woman is incredible, she's so sexy, she's so beautiful, she's so intelligent and smart, and I'm lucky to be around her. The moment you start to get into this type of thinking, well, there's two problems. The first is that it's unrealistic. She becomes a fantasy figure. She doesn't become real. She's now some mythological creature or some princess from a Disney movie who can't do anything wrong. The second problem with this is that it changes a man's behavior. The man starts to become overly focused on the woman. She picks up on this. She can sense that he is different when he messages her. Maybe he starts to overinvest in the messages. Messages become too long. He's too sensitive. He's too eager to see her. He's too available. She picks up on his behavior when he's around her, and she notices that, hey, this guy, he really, really likes me. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to hide this from a woman. If you are over-investing in a woman, she's gonna pick up on it. You won't be able to hide it because it will seep through your skin and your bones, and it will come through in your energy. She'll just sense it. She'll feel it. And this is why I always say you want to detach. The moment you start to become focused on a woman, detach. Become emotionally detached and think about it. Hey, look, she has to prove herself to me. She has to invest in me. Because women only adore men who invest in them less. I've seen this time and time again. I've been doing consultations for a long time. At this point, I've spoken to thousands of men. And even when I do research into psychology and attraction, this keeps on coming up. If you're over-investing in a woman, they're not going to invest in you. I've seen women who just string men along, take them to the cleaners, get gifts off these guys. These guys are happy to throw everything at women, and the woman's not doing any investment herself. This is a problem. If a woman is not investing in you, she's not going to be attracted to you. She's not going to respect you, and she's going to have no skin in the game. If a woman doesn't have skin in the game, forget it. She can rip you off and not feel anything. She can abuse you and not feel anything because she's not emotionally invested in you. So if you want a woman to adore you, she has to be invested in you more than you are invested in her. A very interesting 2008 study found that women are more attracted to men who have a higher sense of autonomy, meaning men who are less available and less invested in a woman. If a man has a greater sense of independence and autonomy, and is more focused on himself, women are much more attracted to this type of men. And I'm going to throw in another study which is quite fun, and it's related to the behavior of cats. If you've seen one or two of my other videos, I talk about how women are like cats. They behave like cats. The more you try to touch them and stroke them, the less available and the less interested the cat is. Well, interestingly enough, they just released some research at Tufts University, and they found that cats are indeed less interested in people who are interested in them. Cats don't like people who are too friendly and too affectionate. And if you're aloof, cats find these people more interesting to be around. They want to seek a person's attention if that person isn't paying them much attention. And you'll find that women are a lot like cats. I've noticed with women, the less kind you are towards them, the less validation you give them, the more interested in you they become. They will gravitate towards you because you're investing in them a lot less. So this is something to think about. If you want a woman to adore you, invest in them less. Get them to invest in you more. This is a very important point. And if you want to know more about building attraction, I highly recommend you get a copy of my book, Atomic Attraction. You can pick up a copy today by clicking on the link below. And let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Have you experienced this in your own lives? Let me know. And if you need help with a particular situation, don't forget I do phone and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, developattraction.com.